You're listening to the Epically Geeky Show, a place for all things geeky.
Welcome back to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 37. I'm your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight's opening question is, do you prefer fruity or chocolate candy, Cyrus Martin?
Do I prefer fruity or chocolate candy?
Yes.
Well, I you know what? Why is it every time I start to give an answer, it's time for here we go.
Because you
It sounds like you're about to
like you were the president of the United States trying to decide whether or not we have to go to war.
Okay, chocolate.
Chocolate. Any particular reason?
Nope.
No. All right. So just chocolate. All right. Laney, chocolate or fruity?
Oh fuck!
Shut up.
God!
Shut up.
Oh, it's a fucking beating. Oh.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. I always think I know the answer to this question until someone asks it, but I think it's chocolate.
Okay. Any particular reason?
I don't know. I feel like I like candy. I buy a lot of candy because I'm eternally 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like most of the candy that I buy is chocolate. There's some gummy bears and some little pops and stuff sprinkled in there, but it's mostly consistently chocolate.
Jay, where do you come down on this? Chocolate or fruity candy?
Chocolate.
Okay.
You're not into the fruity candy?
No.
All right, come on, guys.
No, chocolate, peanut butter, that's enough reason right there.
Yep, there you go. Chris, where do you come down on this one?
I would like to say chocolate, but if I eat too much, it makes me sick. So I like fruit gummies, like Swedish berries and Sour Patch Kids and wine gum, stuff like that. I can eat a lot more of that than I can of chocolate.
Okay, that's a good reason. I mean, yeah, messing with yourself is always a good reason to not eat too much
without getting sick. Fruit candy.
Ray?
Yeah, I'm sticking with chocolate. There's some fruit candy that I just can't stand.
Like what?
Well, I can handle a small amount of Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
But after more than a fistful, then your tongue gets all swollen and it's all.
They Captain Crunch your mouth, man.
Yeah, it's messed up.
It gets rough.
At the movies, you can't do that.
No, I can't go through a whole bag. No, Quinn does, but I can't.
Good parenting right here. Let our kid eat a whole bag of Sour Patch Kids.
Hell yeah, that's the best parenting.
Whatever.
Parenting win.
Well, it depends. I mean, you get them sugared up, then you let them go run around, then they usually go down really easy. So,
Those kids eat fabulously.
So does a tranquilizer.
That's not Quinn. No.
No, Quinn's probably still awake right now. The way
he could be. I'm not sure.
He's a little bugger that way.
I definitely come down on the side of chocolate. Jay said it right there. Chocolate by itself is good. Chocolate and peanut butter is phenomenal. And then you start adding other things like caramel or something like that.
Almonds.
Yep. Don't get me. The older I get, the less fruity candy I like. And then even then, I'm kind of picky about it. One of my favorite fruity candies, though, is those Starburst jelly beans. Oh, those are so good.
Those are super good.
Yes, but if you are asking me which would I rather have, that or a Reese's peanut butter egg, it's going to come down to the egg every time.
Actually, I think it's I love Reese's cups, but I think they're better when they come out with the specific holiday shapes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the peanut butter is so much better than.
Why is that?
No, I have a different opinion. I used to love the holiday shapes, and now I hate them because I think the chocolate isn't as good.
Maybe that's why the peanut butter tastes better. The chocolate's par.
Maybe I like the ridges on a regular Reese's peanut butter cup because I don't know, they're sturdy and I feel like they hold the chocolate in.
Well, it's on the holiday shapes, they thin out the chocolate.
Yeah.
And they make it thinner and put more peanut butter in there. And
I want more chocolate.
But I'll tell you one thing that's really good that I discovered. I didn't discover, but I
was walking and I looked and I was just like, you are not.
And I was like,
you discovered the same way Columbus discovered.
Exactly.
Yeah, by accident. I discovered something already there.
Yeah, that someone had already discovered, but
I'm not really a big Butterfinger fan, but they have those Butterfinger peanut cup things.
oh my god, they're so good, right?
Yes, they are so. God, it just feels like so velvetly smooth in the middle.
And they
it's
have
so
like a
damn
little
good.
crunch. Oh my god, I went
Yes.
through a bag in a week.
I got like the big actual cup sizes. And
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have
so
to find
good.
these now.
Yes,
Oh
they
my
are
god,
amazing.
they're so good. I was gonna bring them over to Eugene's, but I didn't want to share them. Like that's how good they are.
I know
didn't
one likes
need
to
them
share
anyway,
Eugene
so
anyways.
thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right,
You're welcome for my selfishness.
there you go. We're turning it into a positive. On tonight's episode, we're actually going to be wrapping up the summer movie game. As we record it, it's a Friday night. We actually normally record on a Saturday night, but it's Friday night. Got some stuff going on. In any case, the game actually does not wrap up until Monday morning. So anything that we report now, there may be some slight changes. And actually, I'll just kind of run through the top 10 real quick, and then we're going to kind of discuss them, and we're going to discuss our list and kind of what we thought of the movies that came out this summer. Right now, as it stands, we have Finding Dory, Captain America Civil War, Secret Life of Pets, Suicide Squad, Jason Bourne, Star Trek Beyond, X-Men Apocalypse, Central Intelligence, Ghostbusters, and The Legend of Tarzan. The only reason I'm making a caveat on this is that, like I said, as of right now, that's the order. Come Monday morning, the only two I think may swap places may be Ghostbusters and Central Intelligence. If it does, it could feasibly change the way that the final game, the final scores end up. But that being said, and I don't know if it's necessarily going to decide on who's winning the game at the point, but like I said, I just want to kind of leave that caveat out there. So with that said, let's go ahead and start discussing some of the summer movies. The first one we'll just start with the number one movie this summer. Most of us had Captain America as our number one movie, and just like last year, we were wrong. The number one movie this summer was Finding Dory.
Oh yeah.
Did anyone see it?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Oh, it was cute.
It was adorable. It was awesome. It felt like a really good continuation, and I think that's why it did so well. I didn't put it as number one because I didn't think they were going to be able to pull it off, and they did.
Lainey, your thoughts?
On Finding Dory?
Yes.
I lied actually. I thought you were asking something else. Did anyone see it coming? I was like, yeah, I totally saw it coming. I didn't get to see it this summer.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm not
Disney
firing on all
person did not
cylinders.
seem fun.
I know. Am I not the worst person in the world?
Right
Yes, you are.
Shut up, Jay. But I had all these really great intentions, and I kept, saying, okay, well, today I'll take a trip to the movie theater and I'll go watch it, and I'll just bawl my eyes out, and I still, just haven't. So I am going to see it though. Everybody that I know whose opinions I trust about Disney movies said it was really good. So
I've heard good things. I've not heard anything negative. I've heard. Well, I'll take that back. I've heard one negative review, but I really don't take his opinion that seriously.
Cyrus.
No, what's Cyrus? But yeah, I mean, $483 million.
Disney don't play.
Yeah, it kicked a lot of ass this summer. Unfortunately, Finding Nemo was one of my least favorite Pixar movies. So I didn't really have.
Really?
I don't know. Something about it just never really hit home.
Communist.
And so I wasn't really that interested in seeing it. Whereas a lot of the other Pixar movies, I'm like, oh, I've definitely got to go see it. So watch it when it comes out. I'm sure because the boys do enjoy watching Finding Nemo. So I'm sure we'll end up watching Finding Dory whenever it hits home. So
Finding Nemo has one of the best soundtracks, by the way, of any animated movie.
See, and I couldn't even tell you any of the songs off of it.
There's not they don't sing on it. I mean,
it's
scores.
Just okay.
Yeah, some of the best scores. I play it in my classroom a lot for my kids. It calms them down.
It's funny you say that. I went into we were working in a classroom today, and the teacher that's in there seems really cool. He's a physics teacher, and we got to talking about the 80s. He grew up in the 80s as well, and we got to talking about the Goldbergs and how they reference stuff on there or whatever. And then he literally every time I walked back into his room, because I had to go back in and out throughout the day, he's playing something from the 80s and 90s and stuff, and the kids are just eating it up. I'm like, that's awesome. At least y'all are listening to stuff that could be halfway considered decent instead of the garbage that's on today. Anyway, so moving on to our number 2 movie for the summer is the one that most of us had as captains was number 1, which was Captain America: Civil War. I'll go ahead and lead off on this one. Man, I cannot wait to own this movie because it was so good. I honestly have to say that this is, I would say, and I heard, this is not my opinion, someone else had already mentioned this, and I have to agree with it. Captain America is one of the few trilogies that they got better with every single one. I enjoyed the first Captain America movie. Winter Soldier was great, and this was just phenomenal. I loved almost every bit of it.
The thing I liked about it was that you had introduction of characters. Again, they are giving each character a really good screen time without taking away from everybody else too. So somebody else called it Avengers 2.5.
Yes, actually, I think Honest Trailers did that.
Yes, that's right.
They also, and what was funny is they also compared it to Batman versus Superman, and they're like, the character, good, both, two sets of good guys actually fighting each other and have to come together to fight a common enemy, about, killing someone's mother, and it's just like, wow, there aren't a lot of similarities there. That's kind of weird.
I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was the best movie. It was okay.
Yeah, Chris wasn't a fan.
No, it's not that I wasn't a fan. I just felt like every other superhero movie.
So you getting burned out on them?
I think I am. I think I am burnt out. I forget everything that happened in Winter Soldier. I don't remember anything that happened. So all of those big reveals that were supposed to happen, they're like, oh, and it was just like, why is that important? I couldn't remember it because they're just starting to blur together now.
I understand. So Christy has not seen them all, so I have to keep going back and explaining things in there.
I haven't seen it because I'm a horrible human.
No,
again.
the kids loved it.
Yes, we established that.
Oh, how? I mean, the
just
kids.
reiterating.
I don't see how the kids couldn't love it because
they thought it was great. They really liked Ant-Man. They thought that his part, they loved it.
Yeah.
And then they were really excited to see Spider-Man too.
Yeah,
so.
they're excited. Yeah.
Yes, and this. I mean, granted, I still like the first 2 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, but I really can't wait to see what this kid ends up doing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, and there's Aunt May. Don't forget about her.
Oh yeah, Aunt May.
Yeah. Moving on, the third movie in the list, which I think several people. No, wait a minute. I take that back. I think I'm one of the only people that had that movie on there. Let's see here. Was The Secret Life of Pets?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know I did not have it as high. Let's see here. I had Secret Life of Pets. Yeah, I had it down at like number 9. But I'm one of the few people that actually even had it on their list at all. We were talking before the show. Who all seen it?
Me.
What do you think, Jay?
It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I know Mackenzie did as well.
Yeah, my mom took the boys to go see it.
Funnier than what I thought it would be.
I'm sorry, what?
It's funnier than what I thought it would be.
Yeah, the trailer didn't sell it for me. Like
Did you see it or?
No, we didn't see it because I looked at the trailer. I'm like, I don't really want to go to the theater to see that.
Right, yeah.
I thought it was better than the trailer.
Well, that's good.
Like I said, my boys liked it. They seemed to really enjoy it. In fact, that's technically the first movie they've actually gone to go see in the theater was Secret Life of Pets, and it obviously kept 2 4-year-olds in the theater the entire time. So
exactly the way it was intended to.
Yes, it can't be that bad. So
no, see, when they're that young, you take them to a horror movie as their first movie.
Oh God. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because then they don't bother you after that to want to go every time you say you're going to go. They'll be terrified.
Oh.
They'll want to go stay with a babysitter.
Are you sure the lack of sleep is worth it?
Oh, screw that. You just lock them in the room.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Here's a flashlight. Remember, the demons stay away if the light's on. And that's when you give them half-used batteries.
You need to write a book and write all this.
Yeah, all this golden parent. You and Dina Lohan, man. Y'all got the gems.
I'm doing my own parenting tips by Jay podcast.
There you go.
Just like a little, maybe half an hour show.
Subscribe.
Yeah, parenting snippets or something.
Parenting snippets.
Yeah, I could also give love life advice.
Don't say it. Oh, that wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it PG.
Appreciate that.
For once. Moving on, the number 4 movie on the list is Suicide Squad. I know quite a few people had it. I think almost everyone had it on their list, but I think we had it pretty low. There were a few people that had it up there kind of high. Let's see. Suicide Squad. Let's see. Sean McLaren had it pretty high on his list as number 3.
I did.
Actually, I had it as number 3 on mine as well. I forgot about that. I know we debated when we were originally looking at the movie. Jay had it as number 2. Laney had it as number 2 as well. We were talking about, does it have enough time to make enough money? And obviously the answer to that question is yes, it absolutely did. Finding Dory was $483 million. Captain America was $408, and Secret Life of Pets was $362. And I mean, Suicide Squad at $309. That is not bad at all.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Suicide Squad did kind of what I thought it was going to do, and it had that huge opening weekend. It was insane. And then it did exactly what I figured it would, and the second weekend was like a huge it tapered off a ton.
Yeah.
But
I found that it tapered off, but then it got more people went and saw it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were kept getting told by people who had actually seen it, oh no, it's not as bad as the critics make it sound.
Yeah.
Which it wasn't as bad, but it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen either.
Yeah, not to jump the gun, but it literally kind of got the opposite of what happened to Ghostbusters. Was the critics hated it, and the audience loved it, and then it was like a big backlash against the critics. And saying, no, it was a good movie. Go watch it. Don't listen to what those assholes are saying. And Ghostbusters was, the critics loved it, and you had a loud, minority that unfortunately did keep it from making as much money as it should. Because I can't tell you how many people I've run into that are like, did you like the movie? I'm like, yeah, I liked the movie. They're like,
people ask me and Eugene that when we're in our Ghostbusters costume, they're asking us if we know where all of the nukes are hidden.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Do you give me permission to go watch it? And I'm like, yes, go fucking watch the movie.
Well, or if they tell us that they like it, I saw the new movie and I liked it. And Eugene yeah, so did we. We really liked it a lot. Dude, chill. I know it doesn't have a hot girl running around and boy shorts or anything, but it's a really funny movie. You can like it.
Yeah.
No, they could have put Melissa McCarthy in some boy shorts and had her run around.
And she would have looked great.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen any of these, Si?
What?
Si, have you seen any of these movies?
Yeah, I've seen several of these movies.
Okay, we're just checking.
Yeah, you just haven't chimed in. We were just wondering.
Well, you never asked me a question, so.
Well,
no,
how
it was open. It was open to everyone.
Okay.
Would you like to chime in about any of the movies that we've talked about thus far?
No. All right. Anyway, yeah, sure. Suicide Squad, I enjoyed it. I thought it was all right. And Civil War, I thought it was good too. So, yeah, there.
Thank you.
What about Secret Life of Pets?
I haven't seen it, although it sounds amazing.
Sounds
It was
fabulous.
It was like the Civil War of animated movies.
It's like Schindler's List, but with dogs.
That needs to be on the DVD cover. The Civil War of animated movies.
Well, if you look at it, there is one part in the movie where the good animals are actually in the sewer and they're being attacked by the bad animals. So there is kind of like your airport fight scene.
Oh, Lord.
So there you go.
Okay. Now I may actually have to see this movie.
And they fight on the bridge again, so there you go.
Well, there you go.
That part was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like I said, my boys actually went and saw it. I have a feeling we'll probably end up owning it when it comes out. So
that sucks.
But next movie up was Jason Bourne, $159 million. I think several people had it on their list. I don't even know if I had it on my list, to be honest with you. Did anyone go see it?
Yep.
And
it was good. It was, It was okay. Sorry. Now that I'm trying to think of it, so I'm trying to remember the whole thing, and I remember it started off all right, and there's a certain death early on that you were like, okay, we're gonna move on from that, and then it just felt like it was forcing Jason Bourne to be popular again, but it trying too hard.
Mm-hmm. Jay, you actually nailed it right at. You had it right at the number 5 spot. You had that 100% correct.
It's because I'm good.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it just. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of the Bourne movies. I mean, they're entertaining. It's not like but I've never been like, oh, there's a new one coming out. I've got to go watch it.
Too manly for you.
Oh my god.
Too manly for me? Is that what
That's
you said?
gotta be it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
I've never seen a single one of them.
The first, okay. Did anyone see the one with? Yes, I'm gonna be that guy. Jeremy Renner.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Was it worth it or?
It was slightly entertaining, not nearly as good as the other ones.
There was one cool scene with the drone at like the beginning. Everything else was like whatever. I don't remember anything about the movie except that. That's it.
And it doesn't really.
It doesn't add to the franchise.
The franchise either. No.
I don't even know if he lived through it.
Yeah, he did. He was on the boat at the end of the movie, sailing towards an island.
Well, great.
Spoiler
I
alert.
need to see it.
Spoilers.
Hey, the way everybody was talking on here, no one else is gonna fucking see it, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't really have any
True that.
intention.
True that.
Good.
Next up on the list was Star Trek Beyond. It did all right at 156. I mean, it was Bourne, barely beat it out, but I've heard nothing but good stuff about it, though.
What I think that movie would have done a lot better had they not started out with such a strange ad campaign.
Yes, that definitely hurt that movie.
Sorry, what's the strange ad campaign? We didn't get that one up here.
It had this. The first trailer was, which song was it they had on there?
I don't even remember. As soon as it kicked in, I checked out.
It just looked like this random action movie, like a random sci-fi action movie, and everybody was like, "What the hell is this?"
All I could think about was that one Star Trek movie, Insurrection. That's the only thing I could think of. Like,
oh wow!
Every time I saw anything about that movie, that's what I thought of, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, whatever.
And which one was it that they were saving the whales?
That was
that
cool.
one.
That was
Wow.
great.
Oh, come on, that's not the. They go back in time. They're on Earth. That's a
Saving
comedy.
whales.
That's a comedy movie. That's barely a sci-fi movie.
That's like a fucking PETA made a fucking Star Wars movie.
Star Trek, and that was an awesome
Star
movie.
Trek,
Anyway,
yeah.
Whatever. There's stars,
I was trying to think of a good movie that had stars in it.
lasers, and spaceships.
I like the new Star Trek movies, but none of the old ones.
Yeah.
The Death Star Trek.
One, but
Whatever.
yeah, I want to see the new one, but we just haven't got out yet.
yeah. Well, I mean, money's tight and time is tight. It's like, if I'm going to go to the theater, it better be something, you don't really want to gamble anymore. And I think, honestly, looking at the numbers for these movies, most of these movies, kind of said the same thing. They're like, even though Finding Dory did, $500 million or almost $500 million, US, like it's still not like some of the numbers we were seeing last year. Like freaking Jurassic World was like $600 or $700 million. Like
God,
it
that
just
was a great
blew the
summer.
doors off of everything.
Yeah, this was a throwaway year. They were like,
Yeah, last year was too big.
yeah, they're like, we really don't have anything, so like all the good stuff's not ready, so just make all these shitty movies. People will watch them anyway.
I don't know if they were shitty, but they definitely weren't received as well as they were hoping, I'm sure.
Definitely paled in comparison to last year.
Of course, I say that, and I do want to see this new Star Trek movie. The next movie, I really don't know if I'm going to see or not, and that is X-Men Apocalypse at 155.
Oh my.
Okay, stuff about it, but
We're going to be very mature about this.
Yeah. You know who looked great in that movie is what's her name?
Psylocke.
Yeah.
I knew where your head was going.
Other than that, who gives a shit about this movie? I know one person that went and saw it, Aaron Rodgers. Nobody else saw that movie except Aaron
Oh, is that
Rodgers.
because it's his girlfriend?
Yes.
I saw it.
Well, Jay and Aaron Rodgers. They're probably
All
the
right,
same.
Jay, what did you think?
I really liked it.
Okay,
They didn't.
Where-
They didn't
Aaron
Ivan
Rodgers is
ooze him
famous
as
for
bad.
that.
I wish he was. I'm fucking broke.
what now?
It wasn't as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I thought whenever they did Apocalypse, they're going to Ivan ooze Power Ranger him too much, and they actually fixed a lot of that. But there was still a lot more that he'd done, like in the comics and the cartoons, that they could have.
When they showed like Psylocke, did they like zoom out of her real fast and she's like, we'll destroy you, X-Men. And like all these explosions go off and
No, thankfully not.
these
I was waiting for it.
minions in purple suits jump out of nowhere and
No.
By the way, my kids have started watching that original Power Rangers, and God, that show is so weird.
Hell yeah, it is.
God,
I thought for a second you were gonna
Yeah,
I thought for a second you were gonna say great.
No, I was not going to say. Even then, I was like, I don't know about
You
this.
know, like half the people from that show have either died or been arrested or like
Stabbed their roommate.
with a sword.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Sorry.
So, just back to X-Men real quick. I just wanted to say, we saw it. I didn't mind it. The part that I really enjoyed was the fall of Magneto again, like in that story, like that. I really did enjoy.
Once again, that's because it's Michael Fassbender, which he doesn't do bad work. Like
That's true.
even in bad movies, he's awesome.
I liked Evan Peters,
Who?
Quicksilver.
Yeah, his Quicksilver
I
again.
love Evan
He stole
Peters.
that scene stole the show again.
That's what, and I heard that because I mean,
Yeah, it was really, really good.
I really liked Days of Future Past, but that scene, his
Oh, yeah.
whole thing was awesome in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just took it to the next level in this one, which was good.
It was
Very
alright.
cool. Next one up is we're getting down to number 8. This is Central Intelligence at 127, 440. I don't think a single person had it on their.
Wait a minute, we were just talking about this. Who's in this again?
The Rock.
This is
Kevin
Hart
James.
and The Rock.
We
No.
did it again. We did it again.
Not James.
Kevin James and The Rock.
I wanted the other guy.
That sounds like a movie. Just the title of a movie right there. Kevin James and The Rock. I don't know.
It looked funny from the trailer. I just
Like a TV
I don't
show.
know.
That could be a sitcom.
That could be, yeah.
It could have
That would
been,
be a good sitcom. Maybe
Like-
not a movie.
like the
One
Odd Couple.
person I'm looking on here had it, and they had it as a dark horse. Like, I don't think anyone had it as one of their. Now, historically, there's always been at least one breakout comedy that, really, makes a ton of money. I just did not expect it to be this one. So, of course, I mean, being at number 8, it's not like it really, really went that hard. I was expecting. Well, we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, definitely was not expecting that, and apparently no one else was either. So,
That was Kevin Hart, though, right?
yes, Kevin Hart.
Okay. You think that's really his name? I don't know. You think The Rock is really his name?
Really?
His God-given name is Dwayne quotes The Rock
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah, I understand show business names, but why did they go with Dwayne? I don't know. No, never mind.
At least he spells his correctly. Dwayne Wade doesn't spell his name correctly.
Dwayne Wade's doing the best he can.
What he's got, is that what you're going with?
He has enough money. He can change that birth certificate and make it to where it's not spelled Dwayne, which is what I call him because that's how it's spelled.
Dwayne.
It's spelled Dwayne.
Just the
Dwayne.
fact that he gets up every morning and puts his shoes on by
His
himself.
$1 million shoes.
See that? That's his Adidas. What movie was that? Where what was that?
The program.
you're talking about. Like
The program?
yeah, that program. See that? That's supposed to Adidas.
I called him that.
And it wasn't Adidas, it was Adidas.
God, they're so
That was a good movie. Moving on, number 9. Quite a few people had it on their list, but I had it as a dark horse, and that was Ghostbusters. The only fucking with
wishful
the
thinking.
only reason I had it as a dark horse is that of all the hate that it was getting before the game started, and it was, of course, unwarranted hate because the movie was actually really good. I know Jay's not going to like it regardless because he doesn't like Melissa McCarthy, but you're missing out on Holtzman. I'm telling you, Holtzman and Patty.
God,
fucking
Holtzman was
awesome.
just the gift to the world this summer. We didn't have a T-Rex, so we had Holtzman instead.
Yeah, and honestly, my understanding is this last weekend, Dragon Con in Atlanta happened, and that's kind of like apparently the big Ghostbusters like con because they have a thing called PKE Surge, and like they all have a big party or whatever, and it's kind of like the big Ghostbusters kind of unofficial get together for the year. And I understand there were a ton of new Ghostbusters cosplays, and they were like, yes, we're getting more and more people, and it wasn't just people in the normal Ghostbusters community, it was just like average people. They're like, yeah, I saw the movie, I thought it was really funny. And so hopefully and it's making more money than people originally said were complaining, because there were quite a few reports that came out and they're like, well, we'll never get any another Ghostbusters because it fucking failed and this, that, and the other. And yeah, it did not fail. It's made more money than some of these other movies that we're going to talk about here shortly.
I'll watch it
And then,
when
of
it
course,
comes
as you can
out.
probably tell, Lainey and I have seen it a couple of times, and
Maybe just a few.
I loved it. It was great. Can't wait for it to come out. It actually comes out on the 27th. So, and then the last movie in the top 10 was The Legend of Tarzan at 126.
How the hell did that happen?
Alex Skarsgård.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's what I understand.
Is that
A lot of half nakedness happening with that
I
man.
love the way that Chris jumped in with that.
Yeah.
Alex Skarsgård.
Yep. Apparently,
Why else would you watch it? Why else would you watch
That's a
it?
great question.
There's no reason.
Not
Yeah.
wrong, friend.
That's
Yeah,
why I
not
watched
wrong.
True Blood.
Yeah, apparently
I've
his abs
seen-
carried it across the $126 million line. So, because otherwise it really didn't have. That's literally the only thing I've ever heard was I want to go see it for him. I was like, all right, okay, well, that's your bag, man.
Yeah, see, I don't do that, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Well, that's the top 10. Let's talk about the movies that didn't make it on the top 10. I'm gonna go start with my list here real quick. I had Captain America, Finding Dory, Suicide Squad, X-Men Apocalypse, Star Trek Beyond, Independence Day Resurgence.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, that movie apparently just like tanked, and
Oh.
every
Oh,
review.
it
that I
was
we-
so hokey.
We saw it. It
Oh,
we
was.
saw it.
Terrible. Yeah,
Okay,
I was trying to boost my numbers. Are you kidding me? Of course I went and saw it.
yeah, we saw it. It was it was a
And
movie.
as the movie was going on, I'm like, they are going to make this as cheesy as they
It
can.
was pretty cheesy.
And then it got even cheesier. And I'm like, can we have some nachos, please? Like, this is terrible.
It was it was pretty.
damn.
I heard nothing but
But at the end, I can't even. Like,
I don't remember the end.
Oh, no. Let's just say that they have left it open. And you guys all need to see the end, and I want to know your reaction to the end because
you know
holy
what?
crap!
From what you're saying, I will watch this movie when it comes out. It's literally going to be one of those movies I'm going to like pop some popcorn, turn off my brain, and just watch it and just be like, all
And
right.
that's what you have to
and you know
do.
what? You'll probably enjoy it a little bit for that, but I want to know your reaction to the ending.
Okay, then that's a done deal. I'll have to.
What movie is that?
One. So, what about you?
Independence Day.
I mean, does like the clown come out at the end or some shit? I mean,
No, it's. I don't even want to describe it because it'll ruin everything. So.
Alf shows up. Yo,
How did you know?
That would have been better, Si. I would have
That's
paid to see that
amazing.
one.
I'm going to make a proclamation here. You know how you keep saying I always bring stuff back to Scott Pilgrim? I'm willing to say Cy brings everything back to Alf.
everything does go back to Alf.
Okay,
It-
I want to see
6
that.
degrees of
There's
Alf.
Yes,
There's another T-shirt.
the 6
Everything
degrees
goes
of
back
Alf.
to Alf.
Everything goes back to Elf.
That's actually not a bad shirt.
In
Hold on,
Elf
let me
we
write that down.
trust.
And Elf we trust. I
Mm.
love that.
I can see Cy actually wearing that shirt.
Dude, talk about an awesome cosplay. Like if I could make a
Oh, that would be a good one. That would be
life-size
really good.
Alf. Yo, go around everybody.
The one thing he said.
Interview everybody. I'm dressed up as Alf and I'm interviewing everybody. That'd be
Did you write that down?
Yes.
All right,
Have you seen any cats around here?
The next movie I had on my list is number 7 was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows.
I legit forgot that came out.
Didn't even hit $100 million.
I
Yep.
didn't know it was out already.
I didn't either. I was like, that's already happened, or
I don't know anyone who's seen
Download.
it. I know tons of people who are interested in seeing it because of Bebop and Rocksteady, unless Jay.
I did watch it.
That's-
You did watch it. I somehow or another I thought you might have, sir. Thoughts?
It was. I honestly thought it was better than the one that they did a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And with the only thing that sucked about it is that the Shredder was only in it for maybe 5 minutes out of the whole
Yeah,
movie.
what the hell is that about?
What?
Yeah, he was like a secondary character.
He was in it less than the Joker was in Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Was he in it less than Mark Hamill was in Star Wars?
Not much more.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, not by much more.
Did he at
Yeah.
least have a line?
Yeah, maybe 3 lines.
Jesus.
For the
Damn,
most,
Shredder.
Krang was pretty
Bulky.
badass. I mean, I didn't like his voice really, but
No, that part, I was expecting a more menacing voice.
yeah, his voice was annoying as shit. But the way he looked was pretty awesome. I did
Yep.
like the way he looked. And there was some elements of it that made me think, yeah, this does remind me of my childhood somewhat, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it could have. It definitely had its shortcomings, but it was better than the first.
So typical Bay shit.
Yeah.
I think it was better than the Transformers movies.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a low bar.
Which Transformers movies?
Pretty much any of the live action ones.
The first one was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I mean, I
The
think
first
For
and third ones I
nostalgic
thought
reasons.
were okay. The other two were.
Yeah.
you didn't like Marky Mark,
Dude,
No,
dude.
that movie made absolutely no fucking sense. No sense at all. The next movie I had, let's see, I had Jason Bourne, Secret Life of Pets, Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Oh my god.
That came out
I
too.
think Amber Heard for that one.
Yeah.
So, did anyone see that
was-
one?
No.
Dude, the trailer was a mess. Like, I can't imagine the movie. Sheesh.
No, but what happened?
Well, his divorce came out like right around the time.
Oh, yeah. Johnny Depp.
And yeah.
The whole thing against Johnny Depp, and then everybody was like, oh, you don't want to support Johnny Depp. And then, yeah.
Yeah, that just. I mean, I don't know. The first one I thought was okay. But there was just nothing about this one that even remote made me think like, yeah, I really want to go see that one. Because the biggest problem I had with the first one though is I saw it in 3D in the theater. I saw it in was like the screen just was bad, and like I was like just kind of turned off completely. I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Like I was done. So, Alice Through the Looking Glass was only made $77 million.
Oh my
Budget
God.
on it. Let's see here. Budget on it was $170 million.
That's-
Whoa.
It's not good for Johnny Depp. What was it? Lone
No,
Ranger?
That's not good.
How many bombs does that make now?
a lot.
It's not good.
That movie, what the fuck was it that where he actually
Lizard?
no,
Rango?
no, the one where he actually went inside like the computer.
Oh.
I actually liked the movie, and I can't
Wasn't that
remember the
Ex
name of it.
Machina?
No. Transcendence.
Yes, that I actually thought was pretty decent.
That looked interesting.
I heard that one movie where he's a gangster is supposed to be really good. where he's all
Yeah.
made up to look like a real old, crazy, mean ass looking gangster guy. What the hell is the name of that movie? It's based on true stories, but that
Fuck. God damn it.
yeah, I
I'm
don't
going
know.
retarded. I'm not
Teenage
a big
Mutant Ninja
Johnny.
Turtles Out of the Shadows made
No.
82 million. Production was 135, so at least made more of its money back, but it still didn't even break even.
I'm not a big
So-
Johnny Depp fan.
Yeah, well, he was good in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow, that's
And Edward
Scissorhands.
Scissorhands.
Wow.
And then my three dark horses I had were Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising. I've actually heard decent stuff about it. I've basically heard if you like the first one, you'll like the second one, which Christy and I did. The BFG, which
Yeah, what
That-
happened with that?
that bombed.
Nobody
looked
could figure
good,
out what it was. Like nobody knew what it was. Like BFG, or like what is that?
Do you think it was a title?
Like is that a hamburger or is it a big ass gun from
Made
Doom?
$55 million. Its budget was $140 million. It was directed by Steven Spielberg.
Oh crap!
Composed by John Williams.
Yeah, like it looked good. I
did.
You
I thought it looked good too.
I think Hollywood's trying to get rid of Steven Spielberg. There's something going on there. I noticed they have been putting out these articles about Shia LaBeouf talking shit about Steven Spielberg and all this other stuff. I don't know what's going on, but just blood in the water. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see here. Looking through these lists. Next one on the list from at least the group here is Ray. He had Captain America, Finding Dory, X-Men, Suicide Squad, Star Trek, Angry Birds. That one actually held on for quite a while.
It did. It was.
So
I
it was
only-
its last bloated, dying breath.
I only picked it because of how long that sucker was out for.
Mm-hmm.
And man, was it bad.
It made $107 million. Its budget was only 73, so it at least made its
The
money
kids
back.
didn't even like it.
No, even the kids were like,
Kids didn't
really?
like
This
it.
isn't.
Oh, that's not good.
No, they didn't like it at all.
I
How
think
did they spend $73 million to make a movie about Angry Birds?
animation.
And buying the rights, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm paying all those A-lister actors to voice the characters.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the money goes.
Yeah.
Angry Birds Ice Age Collision Course.
Again,
Oh,
it
we
came
didn't even
out.
see
That
that
happened.
I didn't even see it, and
When was it out?
I'm looking it up now. Ice Age Collision Course.
it was
July 22nd.
Wow.
Made
Yeah.
$63 million. Budget was 105.
Oh, Jesus. It's a beating.
Yeah.
Animated
Oh,
movies, man.
I
It was
heard
like,
bad things about it also.
it's like the kids' movies, not just animated, but like the kids' movies. Like, there's some that were good, but there's a lot of them that
Or
struggle.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Cyrus, your list contained Captain America, Finding Dory, Independence Day, X-Men Apocalypse, Ice Age, Suicide Squad, TMNT, Alice of the Looking Glass, The Legend of Tarzan, Ghostbusters, and then you had Star Trek Beyond, Jason Bourne, Pete's Dragon.
Pete's
I
Dragon.
know y'all watched Pete's Dragon.
Yeah. It was perpetually sad,
Oh, man.
but with like happy. It was, I don't know how do you,
Pointy.
yeah, there was a lot of tears, but they both said it was a good movie. So
Well, there you go. It made $70 million. I mean, it budget was only 65, so it at least made its money back. But
Well, there you go.
yeah. And of course, I'm referring to just simply domestic totals because that's how we rolled with the game. Because trying to do international totals is like insane because like some countries are like, unfortunately, the way some other countries, release the movies, it's like you never would get all of the returns. Like you'd almost have to play the game for an entire year before you get all the returns in. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. I keep seeing stories about like movies that tank here that like do so good in overseas, like in China or whatever.
I'm sure we're about to hit one here in a minute. Jay, you had Captain America, Suicide Squad, X-Men Apocalypse, Finding Dory, Jason Bourne, Angry Birds, TMNT, Independence Day, Star Trek Beyond. Warcraft is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
Warcraft tanked here in the U.S. and in China, it like made like bomb money. Like it went through the roof. So like I know what you're talking about, Sai. I've heard people like some reports coming out where Hollywood's like, maybe we don't necessarily worry about it here so much if we can make sure it appeals somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
To see what Warcraft pulled in real quick.
I thought as big as that fucking game was, it'd do something.
Yeah, it was.
Is that game still big?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a friend of mine. She plays it. And she said she went and watched the movie. She enjoyed the movie. But she said if you didn't play the game, you might have got lost in.
Oh yeah, I had no idea what was going on. Like it was.
That's what I
felt
heard.
Indifferent to the whole movie. Didn't make me feel anything. So I didn't really know any of the backstory.
Yeah.
Only made $47 million. Production budget was 160.
Oh, it looked like that.
Ouch.
So, let's see here. Lainey, you had Captain America, Suicide Squad, Finding Dory, Ghostbusters, Independence Day, Star Trek, TMNT, Jason Bourne, Snowden, which actually didn't just now is coming out.
Yeah.
Always a big problem with movies when they get pushed for whatever reason. So
yeah.
And then some of your dark horses, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, which apparently did all right for a comedy. Still looks funny. I think whenever it comes out, we'll probably end up watching it. So
I don't know. Nothing had really stuck out to me. Like again, like we said, it wasn't like last summer when there was just all this crazy stuff coming out. Like also, I don't know. It was kind of a crapshoot this year.
Chris, Captain America, Finding Dory, X-Men Apocalypse, Star Trek, Independence Day, Suicide Squad, Ice Age, TMNT, Legend of Tarzan, BFG, and then you had The Nice Guys, Free State of Jones. So yeah, it was an interesting year this year.
Yeah.
So definitely an interesting year. And I haven't even started putting together the movies for the fall winter movie game. Of course, we're gonna run into that issue once again of we've got another Star Wars movie coming out. So
Yep.
the question is, we'll need to talk about that if we want to handle that game the same way we did last year, where it's like, almost all in on one movie because we know it's gonna like make all the money. So, but we'll talk about that off air, not really for an on air conversation. So, just real quick, I don't know if that would change how much that would change anything. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to worry about doing that. So, like I said, the final scores will be up by the time this episode comes out. The final scores will be posted. So, if you were playing the game, make sure to check in. Of course, I always post it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. But if you didn't get a chance to play, we are doing a new game. It's done a little bit differently for the fall and winter, and then of course next summer we'll be playing the game again. So make sure we'll post about it ahead of time so you can get in on the game. And as you can tell, we played it all summer, so it's not like it's basically just enter once, and then it's kind of entertaining to kind of keep up with it from week to week. So. Was there anything else anyone wanted to mention or anything about any of the summer movies? Was there anything else that y'all saw this summer that you thought was really good?
I haven't seen it yet, but Kubo and the Two Strings actually looks like a really good movie, and
I've heard good things about it. Yeah,
yeah, they're talking about potentially Oscar winning. So anyway, that was one that I just wanted to mention.
What I've seen of Assassin's Creed looks great. I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes up.
Yeah, going back to Michael Fassbender, that's what gives me a lot of hope about that movie. You said it, even in a bad movie, he still does a good job. So
yeah,
we'll see how that pans out. So
I hope.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to our pans and picks for the week. Does anyone like to go first? All right, I'll go first. My pick for the week is, I know I'm late to the game on this, but we downloaded Pokemon Go. My boys and I have started playing it. This week we've actually gone for a couple of walks, and yeah, granted, I originally downloaded it to play with them, but I'm totally getting sucked into this game, and it is keeping me walking. That's the nice thing. I refuse to do two things. Number one, I refuse to put in any money on the game because you can do microtransactions. I refuse to do it. Luckily, the game is built so that as long as you're putting in the work, you don't have to do the microtransactions, unlike some other games. I refuse to do any of the real cheats. Like, people are like, oh, hey, you can strap your phone to your kids or your dog or on a bicycle or whatever, and get extra, bump up your mileage or whatever. I'm refusing to do that. So I'm actually putting in the work to get it done, which is I'm enjoying. Actually, instead of getting on the treadmill, I've been jumping. I've been throwing on my shoes and going for a walk in the neighborhood like I used to do, and it's nice. It's cool enough in the evenings I can do that, and I'm walking around with my phone and listening to music and occasionally catch Pokemon. So it's fun. It's amusing. So that's my pick for the week. Cyrus, you got a pick and pan?
I think I have a pick and a pan. It depends on your perspective, but this week has been a birthday heavy week.
Yeah, a little bit.
So yeah, that's basically my pick and pan. Getting older. I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad? What do you think?
Are you asking me or just saying it in general?
Well, whoever.
Good. I'm heavier than I want to be right now, but otherwise, I'm in a good place in my life. So I'd say good.
Yeah, that's good. All right then. So it's
I always
it's
look back at it this way. Do I really want to go back and relive some of the shit that I've already done? And usually the answer is no.
Yeah,
do I really want to have to go back and do college again? Do I really want to have to go back and do high school again? It's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine where I'm at now.
Some of my shit, I'd be like, yep. I need to redo that because I was a dumbass.
Well, Jay, do you have a pick or pan for the week?
I haven't really done too much this week besides work. I can pick iOS 10. That's been pretty fun to play with. The messaging stuff on there is fucking fun to play with. I downloaded some of the stickers and like Jib Jab or whatever it's called, and
yeah, be honest.
Like that.
How many penises have you drawn and sent to people?
Drawn none. Sent to people?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Wait a minute. No.
I'm getting ready to incur data charges. No.
Jay!
What?
Gross.
I only send when asked. But
That is better, but
very gentlemanly of you.
There you go. Yeah,
Not
there.
great.
I'm
Very
chivalry,
gentlemanly of you.
Not
chivalry.
genuinely, that's just called being a human.
But I have been playing a game called
Oh,
a
no.
higher or lower game.
Oh, God.
It's very, very simple, but yet very addicting. All you do is it shows two things that pop up on the screen, and you decide which one is Google searched more on the internet, more in each month than the other one.
Are they objects or people or
Like some of them are people. Like I got Hitler versus the Houston Rockets.
What?
Then it'll be like Houston Rockets versus like Mother Teresa. Then Mother Teresa. It keeps going, and I think the highest I'm up to is like 17 in a row.
damn?
I know my son has hit 35 in a row.
Wow.
Because he's fucking lucky, the little prick. But
I thought you were gonna say plugged into modern culture. He's younger. He understands what's going on. He's like, no, he's a lucky prick.
No, he's a lucky prick. He don't pay that much attention to modern culture. I mean,
Gotcha.
he does, but he's pretty much with the same mindset as me. He don't really give a fuck.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's a pretty fun little game.
Cool. Lainey, what's your pick or pan for the week?
My pick, this is gonna be random, but my pick is actually the Muppets. I had to teach some I won't get too into it, but I had to teach some lessons over the week. And on a whim, I got an idea to show my kids some Muppets clips from a video that came out when I was a kid called Muppet Classics Theater, and they loved it, and it reminded me of why I love the Muppets so much. And so I've kind of gone back and watched some of the old episodes of like the original Muppet Show, and
Nice.
yeah, so just it's like a throwback picker pan.
And her other pick is the one I sent in.
I'm out. I'm done.
Hey, don't get embarrassed now.
Really?
Chris, what's
I'm
your pick
not.
pain for the week?
I'm not nasty.
Pick this today. Can't talk. My daughter came home from school and she told me that she had some money. I'm like, where did you get money from? She goes, I won it. I'm like, doing what? What are you doing at school that you would win money? Are you hustling now? I don't understand.
Oh my God, I hope so.
And
She's my
no,
hero.
yeah. I guess every year the art teacher at the school enters the kids' art projects that they've done throughout the year at the local agricultural fair, and she won 2 first places and a third for her art.
Very
So she
nice.
won some money.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she was super happy, and yeah.
She's a little artist like Dad.
Yeah, she is. This is the second year in a row she's won and won something, and so yeah, she's pretty proud of herself, and
Fantastic.
yeah, so it was pretty cool.
God, she's so cool. Like I can't. She's
Yeah,
so neat.
She has this Dan and Phil sweatshirt now that she won't take off. She got it
Oh
from,
my
like,
God. I just
Yeah.
want to be friends with her so bad.
All right,
God.
creepy.
I can't. She's just a cool kid. You don't meet a lot of cool kids anymore.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
looking at
usually all
the
little
picture now.
cricks.
I was like, I was gonna say, did you put the picture of the money in there that she won as well? Because I was gonna be like, is that what that is? But okay.
Yeah.
Isn't Canadian money like waterproof? Like that's awesome.
Plastic.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
waterproof. It's made out of polymer.
Those
Yeah,
are geniuses.
better than our crappy money.
And multicolored.
It is, yes, like
And-
Monopoly money.
And it smells like maple syrup.
Oh my God.
No,
Well,
that
it
And
does kind of
tastes
smell a
like
little
it
sweet,
too.
though. It really kind of smells a little sweet.
No,
It's not actually money. We just traded maple candy.
the $50 bill and the $100 bill smell like maple syrup. It's hilarious.
Does it really?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
No, it doesn't.
No, I have a 50 right here. Just a second.
Uh-oh.
It does.
We're
It does.
testing. I'm live on this.
I've only wait. There's the 5. There's the 10.
The 20s smell like Molson.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. That one does. That one's been through the laundry.
You got a defective one.
She's gonna go to the bank and she's like, "Can I exchange this for a maple smelling one?"
Let
They're
me
like,
just
"Oh yeah, here."
actually see if this is true.
Oh yeah, you didn't get one. Sorry. Gander one.
Yeah.
God.
Ray, what's your pick or pay for the week?
Well, I got 2 picks. So one is World Cup of Hockey is starting tomorrow.
Okay.
Today, tomorrow, tomorrow. So it's going to be awesome. Canada versus States versus North America versus Europe versus a bunch of other countries. So
Well, you
Really?
beat Russia just a few days ago in the exhibition game.
yeah,
That was
Yeah.
a pretty good game.
yeah. I'm with Steve Dangle is cheering for North America, and I'm kind of with him because it's 23 years or younger, and it's all the best from North America. It looks pretty sweet. Like the team's stacked. So anyway, that's who I'm cheering for. But anyway, second pick is released today, was the Death Star trailer for Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. It looks wicked. It looks awesome. I can't wait.
Well, I'm sure my brothers are gonna be all hyped about that. So
Yeah.
Oh, is it approved by Advocare? If not, you
Oh
cannot
my
have
God.
Use the spark.
oh god.
God.
That's our show for the week, ladies and gentlemen. As always, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Epically Geeky. You can also check out the site at epicallygeeky.com. Where can we find your individual escapades online, Cyrus Martin?
Go to YouTube, look for Cyrus Martin or Video Game Virus. You'll find me and all of my video game related crap. So,
I'm enjoying your series on building this retro gaming system.
I'm still working on it. I did a video today, which I thought would be my last one, but I think I'm going to keep working on it because I got some more advice that has kind of led me in a new direction. So
Okay,
we'll see.
very cool. Jay, where can we find you online?
Epically J-Red on Twitter, and one J-Red on Instagram, and just Jason Horn on Facebook.
Very cool. Lainey, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at It's a Laney Bird.
Ray?
Check out Lake Life Artist on Instagram.
And Chris.
Lake Life Mama on Instagram.
Which is awesome because every time she does the farmer's market, she posts pictures of, and that's always good. So, yes. And then you can always find my wacky adventures online at Optimus Jane on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For everyone on the site, have a good night.